Hey guys, thanks for checking out my channel. My name's Nathan, and the channel's name AutoFox 5.0. This is my very first Fox related YouTube video, so just bear with me. I know it's not going to be the best quality. There's a lot of guys putting out a lot of great stuff out there, and I am very new to this. Yes, as the name implies, my 91 GT back here, which is going to be the star of this channel, is an automatic. It is an AOD. Yeah, I would have rather had a 5-speed, but I thought, I found a great car, good deal. I bought it. It was always one of my dream cars. I graduated high school in 1994. This being a 1991, yeah, it was one of my dream cars back in the day. I never could quite afford it. I never could quite justify it, really. I live in the mountains of North Carolina, so we do see, we see snow, and sometimes we see more salt than we do snow. And you can see I finally have a basement to put it in. I have a place to keep it in keep it in from the outdoors, so I don't have to run it in the salt when I don't want to. I can keep it here. I can tinker on it, mess with it, and I don't have to put it back together all the time. I can leave it apart here in the good old basement in the dry. So that's another plus to it. But that's another story altogether. What I wanted to make this video for, it's a very humbling video to start out this channel with, but it's something that's very important. I've been a mechanic for 10 plus years. I'm not in the mechanical world any longer. I do this as a hobby. This is what I do for fun, going to car shows and just simply enjoy putting together my old dream car. But what I wanted to talk about is being safe. Being safe whenever you are lifting and working on a vehicle. I know some of you may be saying, oh, yeah, I've done this for a lot of years. I know to be safe. I know we all do. And trust me, in the 10 years that I was working on a car, I always had a lift to work on, and I never, ever dropped anything off the lift. I never got seriously injured. But that's one simple time that you simply are a little bit careless, or you just simply overlook something. I wouldn't say careless, but when you just simply overlook something, it can cost you damage to your car, as it did me, and as I'm about to show you, it could also cost you your life. Just remember, no matter how simple it may sound, they've made a ton of Fox bodies. Yeah, they've made a ton of cars. It doesn't matter how old or young you are. You may be a young kid watching this, working on your very first car. I don't care what make, model it is, whether it's your pickup truck or whatever it is. Please be careful. They made a ton of Fox bodies. They've made a ton of cars, but they've only made one you. There'll never be another one like you. You have a family that loves you, and it's not worth it to be careless for one moment. Let me take you down here and let me show you what happened to my car, and then I will explain how this happened. When you come right down here and you have a look right here. Yep, I damaged the old front air dam on the car. The way I did this, I was simply, the very first thing I had to do to this car is I had to work on the transmission. When I first bought her, a year or so ago, maybe 2 years, it's about the time that COVID kind of reared its ugly head. I went down to South Carolina and I picked the car up. Overdrive was out of the car. So I wanted to take on the challenge of rebuilding the automatic transmission. I never rebuilt an automatic transmission before, so I was kind of excited about it. And you can see I'm kind of a big guy. So I needed to get it up off the floor here in the basement high enough to where I could get under it to work. In the process of doing so, I do have jack stands, but I jacked the front end of the car up. I put the front wheels on a set of plastic ramps. When I put those wheels on the plastic ramps, I then go to the back of the car and I wanted to get it a little bit higher. What I forgot to look at, what I forgot to think about, as I went too high in the back. Going too high in the back, it caused the front to roll back. So as you're jacking up, of course, it's going to move, and it rolled down the ramps. I was still behind the car. I was in between that garage door that you can see and the back of that car. So I had to drop the car really quick. And that's what it did. That's the only thing that it hurt on this car. That's a small price to pay to remind me to be careful. While it's bad, I'm not proud of what happened. I'm glad that I can show you this, and maybe by my humility and something that happened to me, if I can make you think twice about anything that you do to your car, if I can make you think just for a moment, how can I do it a little safer, then to me it's worth it. You know, I'm 45 years old. You know, I'm not doing this. I'm not showing you this to boost my pride, boost my ego. It's simply something because I am a dad. You know, I'm a father of 3 kids. I have a wife. You know, please be safe. I know there's other dads out there that would much rather you be safe, whatever that you do, because we all have families. We can replace these cars all day long, you know, until we run out, but we cannot replace you as a you know, we cannot replace our kids just like that, guys. You know, hopefully I'll have more content in the future. This year at Foxtoberfest, I picked up some GT40 3-bar heads. Got a GT40 intake off an Explorer, and you know, hopefully I can have more interesting content in the future. But just stick with me. I hope this wasn't a complete and total bore. If you have any other stories, please share them in the comments. Any way that we can keep people safe out there. That's my main goal. I thank you for watching.